All right, we got a few minutes on our cameraman. I just want to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry we couldn't come out and make it out, but we wanted to stay to the last game, and this was the best game of the night. What did you tell your guys before the game, before this moment, to get them prepared for this championship?
So our conversation was about history and legacy. Be the first team in the history of the school to bring that Borough championship.
So this is the first week, because we was up there trying to figure it out whether you guys won it. So the first
Borough championship.
Man, this is awesome.
Yeah, so we have a city championship on the boys and the girls side.
Yes.
But this is our first Borough, so.
Yeah, because the city is definitely different from the boys, right?
Yeah.
From the boroughs. Look, this team played well tonight, and we know that you guys, Cameron Boyd, Bryce Hamilton, and a few others, but nobody played selfish tonight. It's like everybody was out trying to get the same thing, and that was a win. Coach, how proud are you guys?
I'll let Coach take this one.
I'll answer that, actually. I'll answer that. And one of the things is developing chemistry, especially with a team, like you said, with so many new people coming in. It takes a long time. It took probably until this game. Notice how you notice the fact that we developed that chemistry the way that we played today. So that's been, like, for me, the most difficult challenge. But we're accomplishing it today. The way that they sustained, they kept it going, they held it down, they came together at the end. That shows all the work that we've been putting in, that they've been putting in. So we're totally proud of that team today.
And you guys, what did this brotherhood mean to you, Coach?
Oh, man, so that's why I brought him over here. So Coach Batista's been my mentor. He brought me on board 12 years ago. And I walked into the gym and I said, hey, can I be a volunteer assistant? Not knowing that in the future I would be the athletic director and a co-coach, but he's the person that the basketball knowledge passed on to me. People that don't know his story, had a Division I scholarship offer, played pro ball in DR, played at Brandeis. So it's been a great partnership, and we're always in sync. So I'm grateful and thankful that he brought me on board.
So that means we got to bring him on Basketball Heads then.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to hear the story of Jose Bautista.
No doubt. Appreciate you. Hey, listen, Brandeis, Manhattan, Borough champs, baby. First in its history. And
Yes,
I'm glad
sir.
we got a chance to share with you guys.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
No doubt. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Wow.
All right. We are here with our guy. He said it a couple episodes ago. He was going to be the king of Queens, and that's exactly what he's done. Coach, you got it done this year. Last year, I just talked about it with Aaron. You guys went down, but this year you got it done. Talk about the difference. Actually, you know what? Talk about the message that you guys were telling these guys pregame.
We have 5 returning players from that game. 4 of them are starters, and they held that pain for 364 days. We played February 15th last year, and you could tell they were playing with that type of anger they held for a year, and unselfish, and just playing our brand of basketball. Whoever's hoping takes the shot.
Yeah.
And we just believe and defend. We really try to defend, and that was the outcome, because they had all that anger from last year.
Yeah, and you could tell, Coach, talk about some of the defensive adjustments you made, because right away, you had that defensive game plan. You were making sure you guys were staying up on their matchups. Talk about how important the defense was coming into this game.
We feel like we're one of the best defensive teams in the city. We take a lot of pride in it. Our ball pressure, we have 4 or 5 guards that put a lot of pressure on the ball without fouling. We want that to translate into the college game, when we got a lot of college basketball players in the future.
Yeah.
And we feel we can match it with any team man to man, and we want as much ball pressure as possible. Help side defense, gang rebound. We pride ourselves on defense.
And Coach, I was loving the energy that you were getting off your junior off the bench, Mr. Little. You guys were vibing, picking each other up, playing. You were even like an extra defender out there. Talk about how big Little was defensively, especially in that second half, just setting the tone and really taking out Walker.
So Ja'Kai Little played big, and his offense is predicated on how much he plays defense. So he's like our example in practice. Like, he doesn't need the ball to score, because he starts off with defense, and then he's so engaged in the game. Now when he has the shot, his body's going. He's in tune to the game, and he missed a couple of games. He got back last game and just just his energy. It's amazing. He never gets tired, and he wants that assignment. You got Aaron Tudd on the ball, Jakai on the ball, Zion, they all can guard the ball with intensity without fouling.
100%. These guys really stepped up. It was Forest Hills all from the jump. The King and Queen gets it done. And Coach, I'm pulling for you for that 3 seed. I know you guys want it.
That.
So New York City better watch out. Forest Hills is coming for you guys. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, we are here fresh off the Queensborough Championship. The Borough title is going home with Forest Hills after that blowout. Aaron, talk about, last year you guys came up short. How important was this year's?
It was real important. It was real important. Us getting beat off the last second. We was winning the whole game. Just had to come out and win. And that was a goal, winning the Borough chip. Yeah.
And you saw some guys really step up today, like the junior, Mr. Little, was just tremendous today defensively. Talk about him and another guy like TD who stepped up today and was big for you guys.
They always gonna play hard for us. That's the goal. That's how they play. They play hard. They get it done for us, and I trust them. We all trust each other.
And now, Aaron, what would you say is the difference between last year's team and this year's team? What's the biggest difference you would say? Is it confidence? What would you say is the biggest strength in this year's team compared to last year?
Confidence, skills, rebounding, everybody playing hard. The bench got energy, everybody got energy.
Now, the last question I wanted to ask you, I'm not sure, but there was some talk on the internet. There was some smoke that they wanted you guys. Did you guys hear about that? Were you guys prepared for that?
Not worrying about that. He asked for a pit bull, ran into a bull.
Listen, I'm with the man, Aaron the King Tudd. He was a bull today. Got it done for Queens. Thank you so much for your time, Aaron. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you.
All right, Coach. We had a chance to talk briefly last night. You gave me some information that everybody in the city wanted to know whether Doc was going to be able to play or not, and he didn't. But your team responded well, and that's what you was talking about.
Yeah, I was really proud of how the guys, were able to respond to that. That's a tough situation. Doc is obviously one of our leaders. But, we've kind of been in this situation a lot this year. We're not a particularly deep team. We've had guys in foul trouble. We've had guys miss games for injuries or whatever the case may be. And we've always, had the next man up mentality. But I'm really proud of these guys. I know you don't hear me say that often, but really proud of how they responded in this environment with that adversity. I think we're starting to look like a championship team.
Dylan Leon, who we've been talking about a lot, man, and it's not solidified yet, but he's definitely a runner-up for our first Six Man of the Year award. And he was put in a starting position today, man, and he looked absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's solidified. He's the best six man in the league by far. He's a guy that probably would start for any other team in our league, and a guy that's accepted that role and done everything that we've asked of him this year. He's been a constant in our program for a couple of years now. There's been guards coming in, guards coming out. He's always adjusted. He's gotten so much better. He's the guy that's irreplaceable on our team, and I'm happy he's getting the flowers that he deserves.
And he showed today that he's unpressable. They can't press that kid because his speed is phenomenal.
That's the plan.
Yeah, and his best friend, Jaden Howard, came out, and he gave you that boost early that y'all needed.
Yeah.
Right? So let's talk about Jaden Howard and how important he is to this team.
Yeah, we spoke about that as a team, just like with Doc being out, with the team probably gaining some level of confidence with that, how important our start would be and how our bigs had to be aggressive. And, Jaden Howard, he has to be one of the most underrated players in the city.
Most definitely.
In my opinion. He's a scholarship athlete. I'm glad he's starting to get the recognition, but, what I love most about him is he does so many things that don't show up on the stat sheet for our team. He's our most constant defender. He's always in the right spots. He's always talking. He makes all the winning plays that helps our team be as successful as we are, and not to mention when he's able to get double-doubles every day. So really proud of him. He's been a great leader for us. I'm going to miss him a lot when he's not in the jersey next year. But, this is a great moment for him, and I'm really happy for him.
being around you guys and seeing you guys play, man, I seen you harp on Cromwell a lot about not being tough and not being able to step up to the challenge. Today, I think he did that.
Big time. Big time.
And you saw it in this play.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes you have kids that are unaware of their potential and unaware of how good and how much of an impact they can have on the game. You know, Dante Cromwell's a Division I player at his best. He's so athletic. He's able to make plays that nobody else on our team can make. And when he's aggressive and he's playing with a high level of energy, he's in passing lanes, he's disrupting defenders, he's dunking on people, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything on the court. So he has the ability to be one of the best players in our league, and I've been pressing him to realize that, and it seems like he's got it at the best part of the season.
And last two guys, Lee Robinson and, you know, your big guy in the middle, Hunter Frazier, man.
Yeah.
Just so solid throughout the game, man. And I think they kept you guys steady, not, you know, getting in foul trouble and being out there for the team.
Yeah, I mean, they're two MVP caliber players. You know, the impact that they've had on our team is immeasurable. You know, I spoke to Brian the other day about all the things that Lee does for us. You know, everybody sees him making people fall on the floor and you know, the headband and all the flashy stuff.
Right.
But he's one of the best on-ball defenders in our league, and he's one of the best rebounding guards that we have. And Hunter Frazier just does things that no other big. He can stretch the floor. He can bang with you down low. He's an anchor on defense. Really proud of those guys. And you know, one of them got to get MVP. I know that.
Yeah, one of them I know is definitely on Brian's list, man, and maybe on my list, man. So we'll see how the rest of the year turns out. But I definitely say, B, man, I think he should get that Defensive Player Award because I see him locked down a lot of people.
Right there, man. We'll see.
No doubt.
For sure.
All right, Coach Hamilton, Eagle Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
All right,
it.
see you in the city.
Thank you guys. Sorry about. Well, I'll go first.
Okay. All right, we rolling.
All right, we're here with Eagle off a monster victory for the Borough Championships for the Brooklyn side. They handle business, but listen, Jay Howard, let's talk about it, right? Doc not playing in the game, guys looking around. You step up in that first quarter, you're aggressive, you're taking shots. Was that the mentality you wanted? Did Coach talk to you about that? Where did that come from?
I mean, that was just the mentality I wanted. I mean, my teammates was finding me once again. I was knocking down shots early, so they just kept passing me the ball. I kept knocking down shots. So.
Yeah, hey, listen, Dylan, you such a dog, man. Like your bark match your bite. Okay, and you came out very aggressive. How were you feeling after those first couple of threes went down?
I know it was over after that. Like, I got the confidence. Once I watch a couple shots go in, I know it's like, yeah, it's game over. I'm here.
No doubt. And what we accredit you with, right, is that I think you give your team the ability to be unpressed because of your speed. What do you credit that to?
Ladders, to be honest. In practice, we run a lot, so I've learned to I build stamina, and also I push myself when I'm tired. I know I still got to push myself for later on down the line. I'm going to build up stamina for myself.
No doubt.
And, you know, Jaden, this was one of your better games. You know, you had a lot of balance. You were aggressive like we talked about. But talk about the guy next to you, you know, Dylan Leon, who's come off the bench, really accepted his role, and today really stepped up when you guys needed him.
I mean, this guy right here, energy guy, my best friend on and off the court. So, I mean, I really love this kid. I mean, I hang out with him every day. So, I mean, I know he's going to give me his all. I'm going to give him my all. I'm going to give everybody my all. So, I mean, but this guy, I love him to death, man.
And listen, you could feel that when you watch these guys. You guys are such a family. Talk about how tight, you know, this group has been. Only 8 guys, 9 guys on the team, but you guys have become a family. You know, the fans get behind you guys. Talk about how close this team really is.
I mean, we really don't worry about the outsiders. I mean, we just stick together. We play as a team. We're more than just teammates on and off the court. It's a brotherhood.
You can feel that for sure.
That's right. That's the Eagle way, man. And let's talk about Coach Hamilton, right? And Coach K, and the confidence they're still in you guys. How important are they being the helms of this whole Eagle thing and making this thing move?
I think that they're really, really important because, you know, we look to them whenever it's like not going well, they're there for us. When it's going amazing, they're there for us. Like, we do look up to them, and you know, like when other teams is trying to they teach us to control our emotions, to calm down. That was good. Just stick together, come bring it in. Let's talk about it. Don't make us look bad to the crowd and to the viewers. And we always look at them, and they're always there for us no matter what.
Last year was a different story, right?
Last year, we was going through it. A whole year was a bumpy road, and you know, we took a step back for a big step forward.
No No doubt.
And listen, this was just game one, but Eagle, Brooklyn making a statement, winning BK. Good luck to the rest of the way. Thank you guys so much for the time. Good luck.
No doubt.
Oh, man, you guys are the best.